All right. Hey, this is John with TPF Travel, Trips, Places, and Fun, coming to you from my studio right here in beautiful Branson, Missouri. And hey, we're going to talk about things that you definitely do not want to do once you're in Branson. And of course, you're going to be coming to Branson. It's an entertainment mecca. In fact, it's one of the leading vacation destinations in the entire nation. It still blows my mind when I hear from folks that tell me that they've never heard of Branson. What is Branson? What is that all about? What's there to do there? Why would people visit? And oh my goodness, out of everywhere in the world, my wife and I chose Branson, Missouri to live because we love it that much. But when you're here, there are things that you definitely do want to do. Let's come at it from the reverse angle. There are things you don't want to do when you're in Branson, and let's dive right into this. Number one, you do not want to wait to reserve. Make your reservations. This happens so often. People fail to make their reservations in time. I see it in the Facebook groups all the time, and they're scrambling at the very last second. How do I get tickets to the Hey Goods, and how do I get tickets to this and to that, and everything is sold out, and I can't get on the showboat. And they're just, what are we gonna do? And the kids so desperately want to do this and that, and they can't. Why? Because everything is sold out. It is not uncommon for things to sell out here in Branson. It happens all the time. And so I would encourage you to book as far in advance as possible, be it, shows, your hotel or your lodging. For sure, you want to do that. Check and make sure Big Cedar has availability, or Stillwater, or wherever you're planning on going, Grand Country, on and on. There's so many different places to stay. What about that show that you desperately want to see? Sight and Sound sells out way in advance. And so people are very often disappointed that they can't get into that incredible show. So number one, definitely you need to make reservations way in advance. Our own business, Escape Code, during the peak of the season, we will sell out well in advance. So definitely make your reservations early. All right, let's talk number two. The second thing you do not want to do when you are in Branson, you do not want to get stuck in traffic. And you don't have to. We live here, of course, and we almost never get stuck in traffic. Why? Because there are back roads all over the place. And, sometimes people ask us, well, when are you going to, talk about the back roads, do a video on the back roads? One of these days we will do that. But honestly, it's really not that necessary. I do it the same way everywhere I go. I get out my phone and I look at it and it's like, well, all the traffic is here, so I'm not going to go here. I'm going to go a different direction. And here in Branson, we're able to get around the traffic and get pretty much anywhere that we need to go within maybe 10 minutes or so, maybe 15. So even when it's super busy, we're able to avoid all of the cars and all of the traffic, and the traffic is crazy, especially down the strip. Very, very, very slow when it's very, very, very busy, and you're inching along, going ever so slowly, crawling. It's unbelievable. It's fun. Don't avoid the strip, because that's where there's so much action, and you're seeing all the rides flying and all the different attractions and all the lights, and it's really super fun. But you don't want to spend hours, right? And so just get on Google Maps, and it's so easy. I'm going to get off here, and I'm going to get around the traffic. I'm going to go down here. Piece of cake. All right. So the second thing you don't want to do is get stuck in traffic. Okay. Number three. This is huge. Don't miss out on the big five. The big five attractions here in Branson, Missouri. And, other attractions and spots, could make the list if I made it a little bit bigger. But for me, these are the top five. If I'm coming to Branson, there is just no chance that I'm going to miss any of these. If I'm visiting, back in the day when I would visit here and I'd, make several trips, I might split it out over several trips. But if you've got one vacation planned, try to hit all of these. So number one, of course, everybody knows what I'm going to say. It is Silver Dollar City. And to this day, people are still asking the question, is it really worth it to go to Silver Dollar City? Is it worth it if I don't want to ride the rides? Is it worth it if all I want to do is ride rides, And is it I heard someone the other day, is it any better than this particular other amusement park, which shall remain nameless? And this other amusement park's pretty good. But I'm like, are you serious? You're comparing a world-class theme park to this other amusement park? It doesn't make sense. And Silver Dollar City is the happiest place on earth. It's incredible, phenomenal. Absolutely love it. Oftentimes people will compare it to their sister park, Dollywood, because they're very similar, owned by the same company. And Dollywood's amazing. Really is, but I still love Silver Dollar City better. Most people do when they've gone to both parks. And so to visit Branson without going to Silver Dollar City and being in the atmosphere and, experiencing whatever festival is going on that time of year, don't do it. Yes, if you don't want to ride any ride, most of the time, 95% of the time, when I go to Silver Dollar City, and I go several times a week, I don't ride any rides, or I might ride just like the flooded mine or something like that, but I don't ride the rides. Why? I'm there to get immersed in the atmosphere. I'm there for the shows. I'm there for the music. I'm there for just the beauty of the Ozarks, for the people. It's just incredible, just amazing. And so go to Silver Dollar City. That's one of the top 5. Number 2 on this particular list, what are the big 5? The second of the big 5, Sight and Sound Theater. Sight and Sound Theater. Do not miss Sight and Sound. And it doesn't matter, in my opinion, if you are, religious, not religious, Christian, not Christian. That doesn't matter. This is Broadway level, way beyond Broadway. Phenomenal entertainment, incredible acting, incredible set design, and just over the top, and a $1.3 million screen behind all of it, and it's all integrated and working together. Man, we got videos, of course. We got a zillion videos on Silver Dollar City. We've got a video on behind the scenes at Sight and Sound. You can check that one out. But you cannot miss Sight and Sound. It's amazing for the entire family. All right. What else is on the list of the big 5 attractions? Dogwood Canyon / Top of the Rock. They're both owned by Johnny Morris, and if you can do both, because they're amazing. But people often ask, which one should I do, Top of the Rock or Dogwood Canyon? They both have Johnny Morris's trademark stamped right on them. They're just stunningly beautiful. Go check out our videos on both of those. But so those are kind of lumped together. Should I do one or the other? Do both if you can. I can't really recommend which one to do if you have to choose. Dogwood Canyon, just beautiful. Got the tram ride, which, by the way, speaking of reservations, you better reserve that Dogwood Canyon tram ride possibly months in advance, depending on the season, time of the year, because it sells out way fast. And so that tram ride is incredible. You can also, you don't have to take the tram there. You can hike and bike and Segway even. There's horseback riding, all sorts of things there at Dogwood Canyon. And then at Top of the Rock, they've got the famous golf cart tour that takes you through a cave, and it's so beautiful. Check out our videos on these. Just search TPF and Top of the Rock or Dogwood Canyon. Oh, my. And the restaurants at both of these places, and Top of the Rock has more than the golf cart tour. It has so much more on the grounds, and it's just like amazing. So, all right, so what else? What else we got on the top 5? Shepherd of the Hills. Yep, you can't miss Shepherd of the Hills. That's the history of the Ozarks, the history of the Branson area. The nighttime outdoor drama, it is mind-blowing, and I love that drama. They set a cabin on fire every night, and so go to Shepherd of the Hills. There's so much to do there. You've got zip lining, and Inspiration Tower is there, and there's so much. So definitely check out Shepherd of the Hills. And then number 5 on this little mini list within my bigger list, Dolly Parton Stampede. And that is nonstop fun. Everybody from the kiddos up to grandma and grandpa, they're gonna love it. Absolutely love that. And with the horses and with the fire and the just that the people just I'm thinking people from the audience getting out there and participation, audience participation, all that kind of stuff going on. And then the food, ooh, man. And show up early and see all the horses outside. And you can say hi to the horses before you go in or after you get out. It's easier before you go in because after you get out there, they might not be back in their stalls yet. So those are the big 5 attractions. So don't miss the big 5 attractions when you come to Branson. Okay, what else? Number 4. This is something that people just, for whatever reason, they don't even think about it. Don't miss out on the lakes. Wow, man, Table Rock Lake, you can go tubing and rent a pontoon boat and water skiing and swimming and go to Moonshine Beach. It's just, oh, wow, it's so much fun to do that. You go fishing, of course, world-class fishing. Lake Taneycomo is a cold water lake, and world-class fishing there as well. So do not miss the lakes. You've got the Showboat Branson Bell. What an incredible experience there. So don't miss out on the Showboat Branson Bell right there on Table Rock Lake. You will absolutely love it. All right, next. Now, what else are you not going to want to do in Branson, Missouri? Don't fail to schedule enough days. Now, of course, all of our schedules are different. I get that, and if you can only spend a few days, then spend a few days. But there is so much to do. It is never ending, never ending. I mean, you could spend weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. We live here. We do stuff all the time, and we're not anywhere near finished doing everything that's available here in Branson. All of the shows and all of the, you got nature and all that, and hiking and so much to do. So don't fail to schedule enough days. And by the way, there are certain things here, especially Silver Dollar City. Don't plan anything else the day that you go to Silver Dollar City, because people will ask that question oftentimes. Well, can I do Silver Dollar City for part of the day and do this for the another part of it? And you really can't. And the only exception would be Silver Dollar City. When they close, they usually close at during some parts of the year. Like around 6 o'clock. And so if they're closed at 6, then jump out, get out, go to a show, and have a great evening at a show. But so don't fail to schedule enough days. There's just too much to do. All right, number 6, don't skip downtown. You don't want to skip downtown. It's a great experience and all sorts of fun little shops. And of course you have Branson Landing, and you got the water and the fire show there on Lake Taneycomo. Branson Landing is, an incredible mall right there. And then you got Dick's 5 and 10, all sorts of, old time kind of stores like that. And so don't miss downtown Branson. You got restaurants down there and lots of great entertainment. All right, number 7, speaking of restaurants, don't miss out on the great restaurants in Branson. There are many. I'm going to leave many of the great ones out, but our favorite restaurant is Dobbins Dining at College of the Ozarks. And Dobbins Dining is just the best of the best of the best. Don't miss Dobbins Dining. It's at the Keeter Center, College of the Ozarks. Go there. But there's other great restaurants. You've got Local Flavor, which is just it's a great place right across from Wonderworks. Heroes. You got Momo, a Japanese restaurant. We go there all the time. Sugarleaf, we go there all the time. So check out the great restaurants of Branson. And then number 8, these are things that you don't want to do in Branson, Missouri. You don't want to forget to visit us at Escape Code. See right there it is. Don't forget to visit us at Escape Code. If you have never done an escape room, what? Oh man, you're missing out. It's so much fun, and we've got 60 and 90-minute adventures, and this is a shameless advertising. I get that, but it's my channel, right? And but I'll tell you, people People love Escape Code. It really is one of the top attractions in Branson. I hear that all the time, and people keep coming back over and over and over again. They go one time and they're absolutely hooked. We have 7 different experiences, and it's not uncommon for people to do one and then be like, oh my gosh, and they're coming back later that day, and they're coming back the next day, and they're knocking out 2, 3, 4, 5 different games in one vacation. So you don't want to miss Escape Code. It's a blast, and man, escape rooms are so much fun. So you can go to escapecode.tv to learn more about that. Well, there you have it, everybody. There's so much more I could have put on the list, but here's just some of the things you do not want to do in Branson, Missouri. Hey, leave some comments down below. You know, what do you think? What do you think that you should definitely not do in Branson? What comes to mind? Give us a little feedback here, and yeah, let's get the comments going. What would you suggest that people should not do in Branson? Leave those comments right down below. All right, there it is, everybody. And hey, this is an exciting time. Branson is about to get kicking for the season. I'm excited. Millions of visitors are going to be flooding in, and I'm so ready. And so this is going to be a great year. You're amazing. You're really amazing. You need to know that. And I just pray God blesses you like crazy because you're amazing. And I'm just so excited that we get to connect with you. And it's very special to Amy and me. And thank you for being a part of our family. All right. So there you have it. Safe travels, everyone, and see you next time.